So we're in the gym, and might seem like a really small thing, but it was a really big thing for me. And over the years, we've had moisture coming in here, and I'm sure I talked about this before if you watched, so you might have heard this if you're watching a lot of the videos. But this was discouraging for me because when we built the house, on the outside I put in the drain pipe. I tarred on the outside. I also had shale brought in so that we'd have good clean running. You know, the water could run down through, get in the pipe, go around the building and out. And for some reason, it didn't work. It didn't totally work, let's put it that way. And this kept getting moisture. I fixed this floor once, maybe twice, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I fixed it once, put it in once, and fixed it once. And I had to replace quite a few of these, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And then it happened again. So this is what led me to basically start thinking about the carport, which I thought about before, but this is really what really drove me to really think about it, because that way, get the water away from this building. And it appears to have worked. It did not appear to work for the first few months. This was still moist down in here. I could look in here because it said broken out, and you could look in there and see moisture. Now, fortunately today, when I took this off, I was going to replace this board because I want to play some squash. And it's totally dry. Totally dry. Now, I had not seen that before. Before, it always had some moisture. Not a lot, but a little bit. Now, I do need to do some more work here. I'm sure this one needs to be replaced. This one needs to be replaced. This one's probably needs a new board underneath. So I'm going to have to pull some of these up. But this is a good winter job. So for right now, I'm just going to set this in here. Set that in there. So the floor looks good. And in my opinion, it's fine for some play. This is a little low here. This one obviously needs to come out and a new support put in most likely. But for now, it's fine. Maybe I'll work on that later this week, I don't know. But the good news is it's dry. And this was the worst spot. So if this is dry here, then I think these are dry too. Now, if I pull them up, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to leave more space. I'm not going to try to put them so tight. I'm going to leave like a 1/16 of an inch there, maybe even an 1/8. Give some room. Even if I pull this one out, I'm going to take off an 1/8 of an inch when I put it back in. So just give the floor some more room there to breathe. Even if we have the moisture totally stopped, it's still concrete, so I think it's a good idea. Now, in general, since we're talking about this is a floating floor. So we have 2 foot by 2 foot pieces with cross pieces underneath. Everything's finished, and then we stapled on outdoor carpet strips. So it gives some cushion, and it gives a little bit more protection. We also put down tar paper over top of the concrete. So we have another vapor barrier there. And it's worked out really well. I mean, I haven't seen any issues except for this, and that was coming from moisture from outside. So the carport appears to have solved that. I am going to keep track of this because I would like to know if it 100% solved it, because there is the possibility that we have some water vein under the ground here causing it, but I do think it came from the surface. And this happens to be where the downspout was. The downspout was right in here on the outside, and the darn thing always got clogged, and then the water was coming down too fast, and it would go over it and then come down it and come right against the building. So I'm blaming that for some of this too. But I still think the pipe should have taken care of it, but it did not. Okay, so it might be a minor thing, but in the big picture for me, it was a big thing. Okay, let's go on to another task, and maybe we'll practice some squash later on today. Or well, probably not today. Got other sports in mind, like foosball.